Kevin, we fixed James Outman, question mark?
We did. We did. I've been
Can
told
we
my
put
mouth
that
is
on
magic,
record? Yeah.
but not for baseball. So this is a first for me.
Not a first for me. Done these a number of times. People who are a longtime watcher of my content, going back many a year, know that sometimes when we slam some people, they will be repaired. They will be fixed, or they'll go on a little bit of a run, which is why I usually try to slam people with the intent of good, the intent of fixing issues in the Dodgers clubhouse or on the Dodgers roster. But Jimmy Outman, since the video dropped, and then since discovering the cricket bat, the cricket paddle that Shohei Ohtani discovered, and then went on the insane tear where he has 14 extra base hits in 18 at bats, or whatnot. I think it's very, very good. He's doing
It was really good, yeah.
historic things. Alana and I talked about it on Dodgers territory earlier. If you guys want me to hear or want to hear me talk about it, go watch over there. Boom, plug. But I think he is 4 for 10. I had those numbers elsewhere, but he's hitting 364 since the introduction. He was benched a little bit in Chicago, as Dave said, giving him a blow, giving him that mental reset, which we know Dave will turn to. He's done these, and they've worked in the past. Seems to have worked in this situation, but I understand the philosophy and the principle of this cricket battle thing, cricket bat, or paddle, combine the words. If you're rolling over, if you're getting on top of the ball with that top hand, yeah, you're gonna get those bad results. You're gonna either be just under the ball or just on top of the ball, and you're either gonna pop up or ground out a whole bunch. You get those high choppers out. As Denny Cortez, she gets ahead of us saying CT3 needs that cricket bat. Spoiler alert, we are going to talk about CT3 in a couple of minutes.
He needs Jesus.
He's no longer our Christ Taylord. He needs Jesus himself. But the idea of that bat, as I'll full screen it a little more here, like you are kind of forced to keep them those chakras aligned, but more importantly, that backhand, that right hand, a little less, pronating, a little less flipping over, and keep that bat straight, keep the bat head in the zone longer. You're going to make better contact more often than not. And we're seeing that with Shohei, who was already on a little bit of a tear, found the bat, went on an insane tear, and then now Jimmy Outman figuring some things out.
Yeah, and the batted ball data said he was due for it anyway.
Yeah,
but
I do think mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, the cricket bat makes a lot of sense for a guy like Outman. He even characterized his swing as a caveman type swing, a guy just kind of going up and swinging a club. A cricket bat will force you to have better barrel control just by how heavy that is and how top loaded it is. It's kind of similar to the axe handle, but kind of the opposite way. The axe handle kind of forces your hands down as opposed to like upswinging. It helps your hands go down and straight through the ball. The cricket battle you have to think about where it is at all points because it's so heavy and it's so large, especially if you're not used to swinging one. So it makes sense that Outman, a guy who just kind of goes up there and takes G-hacks, kind of found a little bit smoother of a swing and, could kind of figure out where the bat was in the zone a little better. And I'm not surprised by the results. I'm just really happy he's finally got some balls to land out of the park.
Out of the park, that's the big one. He's not just finding grass. He's finding yard. He's finding human flesh.
He's finding seats.
And I think one of them he's found some bush in center field. So target field, you need to trim that up. No one likes a big bushy bush. But anyways, good to see Outman putting it together because this team is already doing so well. They're already the first team in the National League to hit that 10-win mark. They're in first place in the National League West. There are few problems on the roster as it stands, and we know help is on the way with some other issues. But the problems or the issues that are there, they definitely do stand out. And I think I saw somebody say that in the chat. They stand out kind of like a sore thumb there, and that's when you look at somebody like Alex Vesia, who I already shat on earlier. I'm not going to shit on him again. And I've done plenty of videos talking about Vesia already this offseason, so go check out the channel. There's some good stuff on there, just some. And then the same with Gavin Lux. It's one of those situations where You put all those guys at the bottom, not producing. Yeah, we could point to that bottom of the lineup that struggled. But to have Outman in there, now you extend it from 5 or 6 guys to 7. You're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it's really nice. I had the stats up last week, but the Dodgers 7 through 9 hitters were, I think they were okay. I remember they were 29th in batting, or no, they were 27th in batting average, 29th in OPS, 29th in strikeouts or something like that of 7 through 9 hitters in all of baseball. It was really bad. And, you get Outman, who's traditionally hitting like 7th right now. And now you're just worrying about your 8 and 9 hitter. It's just way more palatable that way. You don't feel as bad. We'll get to Chris Taylor in a second, but it feels a lot better because while the lineup can withstand it, it sucks when you just, you're in like the 4th inning, your 7 and 8, 9 hitter are coming up, and you're like, this is like a 12 pitch inning tops for the other team. And you're just praying that one of them gets on base so that maybe Mookie can get something going. It's nice that Outman kind of found his swing again. It was needed, very needed,
very, very needed. And we've seen this dude when he goes on a tear, when he finds it. And I think everybody kind of, when you think back to when he was on for different spurts in 2023, that swing was very almost Chase Utley-esque, very kind of cut off, very quick through the zone. My missus had noted they were doing like a slow motion replay of the home run, and she thought they actually sped it up through through impact. But that's just how fast Jimmy can swing the bat when he is in a good spot. So this could be the start, the beginning, 3 games into a run of 15 games, and maybe we stop talking about James Outman being a problem. Of course, we'll keep talking about other guys. Vesia, I'm going to throw that out there. Gavin Lux, who, by the way, Vince Rodriguez earlier in the chat. I'm probably going to butcher. I always forget how to say this, but he said if a cricket bat worked for Outman, maybe Lux should try a high-lie to fix his throw. Yeah, high-lie to fix his throws from shortstop. And I wanted to read that even though I knew I was going to butcher it. I even typed over here, it's like, how do you pronounce it again? And it says what you said.
I actually don't even know all I know is it's a beer. There's a beer from a Cigar City Brewing in Florida that you have a highlight beer.
Oh, yeah,
I don't even know what it is otherwise.
There is a lot of beer. Well, I'm just go with javelin. Maybe he should get on that Yoshi Yamamoto javelin throw. And it was Anthony Keene, by the way. Keene is the one who said that the lineup, the dead spots in the lineup, standing out like a sore thumb.